becoming more of a hot mess than I anticipated. One singular A. Oh, okay. Hey, I know this is a bit out of the blue, but do you want to hang out this weekend? I can't send it. Okay, we'll just have this, leave it to float right there, and we'll figure out what we actually want to do in a little bit. In the meantime, let's bake cookies, because texting people is stressful and baking cookies is not. So here's the thing, I feel like I stress out a lot more than the average person does about texting people in general and just asking them to hang out. And I'm not quite sure why that is. I wouldn't say it's social anxiety, but it also kind of is social anxiety. I think more than anything it's the fear of rejection over anything else. I don't have a half cup, could you believe that? It's already stressful enough that I can't talk to people, but then it's somebody that I like. So, like, what am I supposed to do about that? And in the past, I've always pushed it aside, you know, thinking it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna matter anyways in like a few months. But, something about this time really makes me reconsider. Oh, I should probably mention, by the way, why I'm doing all this. I had this whole story arc with journals 1, 2, and 3, and I was gonna make journal 3 be like the one where like Alex actually called me in real life and like confronted me about stuff, and then I would talk to him about my life troubles over the phone while I was like, I don't know, making breakfast or something. But then I realized, I don't want to do that. So here we are, making cookies and just talking in real life while I stutter beyond belief, because this is all unscripted and I have no clue what to actually do with my life. How much do I need? 1.5 cups. So we'll call this 1. My original plan was to write a script, get a friend to read for Alex's part, and, you know, go all out, basically. But then I realized I don't have friends to do that with. Oh gee, Tina, I wonder why you're having so much trouble finding friends and talking to them. It's because you have so much anxiety around it. Haha. I was talking with some of my people at my job the other day, and they were like, you should probably talk to somebody about this. And I was kind of like, yeah, maybe I should. But then, you know, that also requires talking to somebody. And that's terrifying. This is so much sugar. Oh my goodness. There's a guy that I like. And I think he's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't really talk to him that much. And I want to ask him to hang out. And I told some of my friends about it. And my friends are also thinking that I should ask him out. But it's nerve-wracking. It is such a simple thing to do. And I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how others do it. I can't figure it out. And it's scary. It's very scary because it's not something that I really did in the past, especially not in high school. Most of my days were spent alone in my room. And I kind of do that now, I guess. But I guess the only difference is that I'm in the presence of at least one other person in this apartment. Oh, I bent this fork. This butter is not softened at all. That's awkward. When in doubt, get messy. I don't know why I'm so stressed out. The worst that could happen is just that he says no, and then I move on with my life and I kind of just get over it. But like, what if it does work out? I keep thinking about all of the hypotheticals and I get so stressed out over it because I've had my heart broken in the past, and it happened because I decided to be bold and brave, and I don't know if I am ready to do that again. Part of me thinks that yes, it is worth it to live and love and fail and cry, and the other half is saying no, protect your heart. You don't want to go through all this again, and it's honestly not worth it if it gives you this much anxiety about it. Okay, that looks creamed enough. Okay, let's keep going. Time for the egg. So I don't know if you guys know this. Oh, there's a shell. Oh, screw me, there's 2 of them. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I used to keep a journal throughout high school. Oh wait, you guys know this. In the beginning of this year, I decided to stop because I thought it was causing me more stress than good. But then, back in April, I decided that I was way too stressed, so I've gone back to journaling. It's a slightly different format now, where I write to a friend of mine, which is the Alex in real life. So the other day, I was writing to him, and I was talking about this and how stressful it is and how I should probably just give up on this whole love pursuit. And I realized that this person is somebody that I don't want to have regrets over. Lots of flour. Sometimes I like to ask myself, what will I regret more? Will I regret having tried and failed, or will I regret not even trying at all? And 9 times out of 10, it's that I regret not having tried at all. Oh, editing Tina's gonna have so much fun with me. I don't make any sense at all. 1 cup. The last time I went on a date was with somebody, and let me tell you, oh boy, it was a disaster of a date. Disaster number 1, we had to reschedule. And then on the day that we had decided to go, which happened to be a Sunday, the place we wanted to go to was closed, so we had to go find somewhere else. Disaster number 3, his Uber had dropped him off on the complete other side of the loop, and I had to walk around in February Chicago winter when it was snowing to try to find this poor boy lost downtown. So it wasn't fun. I mean, the date itself wasn't terrible, but all the events leading up to it, you know, it just kind of ruined the mood. Oh, kind of ruined the mood for me. That's a lot of flour. Are we sure we're making this many cookies? 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder. I think this is the first time that I've told a lot of people about somebody that I liked. Back in high school, I kept my crushes pretty secret for, I guess, up to years at a time. So this is a new experience, telling my friends about somebody that I like and them getting super excited for me. I really screwed up this fork. What did I do to this poor thing? It's weird having friends to tell it to. I told some people my freshman year that I had a crush on somebody. They just kind of like went, oh my god, you like him? And then they never said much more about it. I guess what you could say is that I didn't have a really good support system in high school. And now that I kind of sort of do, and I have friends who are rooting for me, it's a bit of a strange experience. This is not coming together at all. Alright, time to get hands-on. I had originally intended to send this message a good while ago. My original plan was to send a text and then stress out over me sending a text while I made cookies. But we're just changing up the order. I'm just stressing out while making cookies and then stressing out about sending the text later. This is fine. Everything is fine. I mean, I don't even know if I'm actually gonna make this video. I believe making such a loud noise right now is gonna totally throw off that. I think I spent a lot of my time focusing on the past and the things I do wrong, and I want to spend more time focusing on the present. And I want to be bold and brave, even if it's a bit scary. I think I'm overanalyzing the situation. If you see The Good Place, there's a character whose name is Chidi, and I think he's a good representation of me. One of his lines is like, you know the sound a fork makes in the garbage disposal? That's the sound my brain makes all the time. And I really feel like that. It feels like there's a lot of noise going on in my head telling me, yes, do this, no, don't do this. And I want to try to get past all that and start saying, I can do this. I want to be able to say that I can do this. Oh no, I'm so stressed now. It's a good thing these cookies need to be formed into balls, because they're like stress balls. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, let's think about this right now. The worst that could happen is that he could say no, he can't, he's busy, and or no, he's not interested, blah 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 blah. And I finally move on with my life. And the best that could happen is that he says yes, and we hang out, and it's a good time, and we become friends, or maybe more than friends. Or at least, I just want to be friends with him. You know, he seems like a really cool person, and I didn't get to spend a lot of time knowing him that well this summer, and just want to know him better, you know? Oh, okay. Alrighty, so here they go, into the oven. Goodbye. Bye, my little cookie babies. May you bake well. And, here we go. Hey, I know this is a bit out of blue, but I do want to hang out this weekend. Oh my god. Okay. So, we'll see what happens. Oh god, what have I done? This is fine. Everything is fine.